Good afternoon, folks. It's Monday around 1 o'clock, and I'm sitting in a Suburban. This was my last client that I had on Saturday. They drove the truck. They loved the truck. He was going to try to come back with his wife on Saturday, but by the time he would have got home and come back, we would have basically been closed. But he did call me up, and he offered me a price on the vehicle. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do it, and this happens. And basically what happened was he has a friend who's in the business, who's a GM of a store, a general manager of a dealership. And he said, that it's a fair price. It's a good price. They only have one dealer fee of $299. That's great. They're being fair with you. But, if I was buying it, I checked auction values and I would buy it for this. And he's offering like $55,000 or so. Basically, we would have to sell this vehicle to be $59,000 out the door, OTD, out the door, right? That means including taxes, plates, and any other fees. So right now, out the door at our sale price, which is GM certified, we are at $63,136.47. So we're $3,100 apart. This day and age with the internet, you got to price very aggressively online. And if you don't, people don't come see your cars. Now, a lot of dealerships will charge you a lot of fees. So they might show a very aggressive price like we do. And then when you get there, they might have, I've seen prep fees. I've seen certification fees. I've seen internet processing fees. I've seen dealers who say, here's the price with, $1,500 or $2,500 cash down or trade equity, in their fine print. So that's the stuff you really got to look out for. We don't charge those fees. So we basically have to put our best foot forward. We include all the costs. We kind of take a volume-based strategy as far as the business goes. But at the same time, there's not necessarily a lot of discount on the car. I did talk to my used car manager, and he is going to lower the price on the internet because we've had the vehicle for a little while to $58,447. So he's going to drop it by like $300. So I'm going to call my customer up and tell him that and see what he says. Hopefully this gentleman, he knows that's a GM, if he's just trying to get us to discount because maybe that's the way they operate their business. Maybe they have big, huge profit margins, and that's what he feels we have as well. Hopefully he levels with him and tells him, listen, it is a great deal. If you want the truck, take advantage of it. Otherwise, I'm probably not going to have a deal just by a point of pride. The gentleman, if he went and bought the car and then he told his friend what he paid and his friend told him not to buy it at that price, how does that make him look? So it's something we deal with in the industry. But all we can do is make that phone call, give him the information, and see what he says. In other news, the customer I had that was interested in this Corvette did in fact find one at another dealership that took in his trade, his heavily modified Camaro that we couldn't take in on trade here. So congratulations to him. Hope he really enjoys the car. I know he will. And the gentleman I had here on this red ZR2 is also holding off for the moment. He's been looking at it for a couple months now, and just decided at this point in time he's gonna hang tight and not purchase it. But we'll see. Maybe in like 25, 30 days or so he'll come back. I've been talking to him for about 2 months now. How you doing? This is Dave over at Schumacher Chevy in Livingston. Just giving you a quick call. I have some information on the Suburban. If you want to give me a call back whenever you have a chance, it's currently about 20 after 1. I'm here till 9 o'clock tonight. Number is 973-992-9100. Thanks. Check this out. I'm going to block off customer information. Wants to only work with Dave B. Dealer rater. Works. I'm going to send this gentleman a quick email to respond to his and see what he's interested in. When you're comparing late model like a 2019 or an 18 in this case used car, you want to make sure that you're actually looking at what the original MSRP was and the options that it had, because there's thousands of dollars in difference. You look at this Suburban here, it's a $79,115 car. Premier Suburban start at $67,900, so it is a whole bunch of options. You got $12,000 worth of options on this particular vehicle. So for instance, you're comparing another 2018 Premier, it might be less in price, but does it have the adaptive cruise control for $895? Does it have the power running boards for $1,745? Max trailering for $500. These are all things you should take into consideration to truly make sure you're getting the best value or the best deal on the same vehicle, comparing apples to apples. All right. You got a minute? Yeah. I was working this with Sal the other day on an Equinox. I just want to see if there's anything else there. Okay. That was a stock number. Right now we're here, $1,500 out of pocket, $325 a month. It's trying to be a little lower. It's a pull ahead deal. They have supplier referral from a customer that just bought a car from me last week. And I got a dealer rater that came in.
I saw that.
Only wants to deal with Dave B. Just doing a bunch of follow-up from last week, see if I can work in these deals and close something up maybe over the phone or the internet today through email, because it's a little bit of a rainy day so far. It's been a little slow, although I've only been here for like 2 hours. Thanks, G. Pretty slow as far as traffic coming in, so we're doing just a ton of work on the computer and emails, phone calls, things like that, trying to get some deals done. I have to double check and see, because we wrote that locate deal down to Malibu. I got to see if our office was able to land that car at the other dealership. No word on a locate yet as far as the Malibu is concerned. That's when we drove the other day. We're still waiting for that dealer, so hopefully we find that out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow's actually my day off. They don't have anything planned. I think the weather's supposed to be sort of like today, a little gray and rainy and stuff like that. It is a very uneventful day here at the dealership. Not much going on at all. In one of my past videos, I had a gentleman on this truck here. He emailed me back this morning that he wants the Premier. He wants it with the heads-up display. It's the only way he'll take the truck set up similar to this. And he is in the process of saving up some extra money to put down. This way he can keep the payment in that comfortable range he wants to be in. Looks like we got a whole bunch of GMCs. It's funny, we had a whole bunch of Colorados and GMCs. Now we're down to one LT Colorado, other than the ZR2s and a whole bunch of GMCs. This red Chevy must have just come in, because I don't remember seeing this. So this is a 2018 Z71 model, which gives you all the body color, front grille and all. Nice looking truck in red. I'm gonna need a vehicle in probably about, maybe in the winter. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna do it. 9,000 miles. But I really want a new Silverado Trail Boss, and I think if I do get one, I'm gonna go with the red, because it has a nice look to it and it's a little rare. You don't see it as much out there. So since it is a fairly uneventful day, I'm gonna end this video here. I thank you for watching, as always, and let's see what we can get done on Wednesday when we come back to the office. Until then, have a good one.